mountain, and there's the bike section. There's some nice old fellas back there talking about guys fishing. Actually fill the whole memory card on this GoPro today, all 64 gigabytes. This is one crazy adventure. It's like eco challenge or something. Got 3 batteries, one's used up. The second battery, charger in there, and a battery to charge the charger that charges the batteries. Got my other camera, Nikon. It's pretty wet. It still works. I don't know how long it's going to work. It's no good for taking pictures right now. Hopefully it'll dry out and still be good. Otherwise I'll have to see if my warranty's still good on it. But some guy lost his GoPro and his phone, so I don't feel too bad. I think I came the closest to getting some hypothermia, but I really didn't lose anything. And the essential thing here, got my maps strapped onto my front of me, and thank God the sun's out. Oh, I've been so happy to see the sun. Trail run that I usually do is this is completely self-supported. Generally I do the things that have the aid stations carry not a lot of stuff. Usually groups of people in the double digits, triple digits, maybe even 1,000 people on occasion. This has 8 people. I got this heavy backpack. Tons of food, tons of Gatorade water. Probably have to restock when I get back to my car. This is it's interesting, but I still can't imagine how people do the Allegheny 100-mile backpacking challenge. That just seems like it's impossible to me. And I am doing this in sandals because, I don't know, a lot of people seem to have done this before and they have an idea what's going on. They had things staged in various places. I had no clue what was going on this morning. So I left my shoes in the car. Luckily I'll have them for the bike ride, which is half of the distance. Oh God. So as part of my preparation for this adventure race, printed off these maps that they had online. It shows the section of the river that we're running. It shows trails on here. Now I'm not sure if they're just all the trails are on here, if they're specifically the trails that we're on. I just know to follow this orange blaze and don't get on the Mid-State Trail or you'll be hiking forever. We got a list of required gear. Well, nobody really checked it, but yeah, gotta have a rescue whistle, emergency space blanket. I almost needed that darn thing. That's for hypothermia. Water purification tablets. I actually got a water purification system. First need waterproof reusable jacket. I don't exactly have that. I got a jacket, very breathable, hands-free headlamp. Got that. Maps, directions, waterproof case bag. Well, that's why these are laminated. Fully charged cell phone. Got that. It's in a bag. PFD, personal flotation device. That's back with the kayak. Some trail angels, I guess, are going to shuttle our kayaks back to wherever we started. Bike helmet back in my vehicle. The bike section, front mounted bike light. Not so good. I got a bike light at the local bike shop, and apparently either I'm too stupid to figure it out, or I got a piece of junk, because I put the batteries in, tried everything I could, can't get it to work. Rear mounted red flashing bike light, I have that, and a bike repair kit, which is kind of ambiguous, but basically inner tube, some little dealies to change the tires or whatever, and some wrench things, hex wrenches. Hopefully I won't have to use any of that. Of course, my air pumps and all those sort of things. Then they got random other things that you should have. This is kind of reminds me of one of those European races where they always tell the people that they have to have X, Y, and Z. I think they actually check them over there. So we got a setup. Oh, nice. I just realized this. I can't get lost now. Did the paddle. 19.1 miles. So we will be South Terminal, I guess that means terminus, of the West Rim Trail parking area. Here you will find bathroom facilities. Also, you may want to stash a drop bag here for the bike leg. Interesting. I didn't do that. Head north, across 414, enter the West Rim Trail. Follow the orange blazes. Orange blaze marks out there, so you have to pay attention. Other orange blaze marks. I'm here right after 2.2 miles, so there's very detailed directions for the hiking part. I'm not sure which part's going to be harder, the hiking or the biking, but the first part was just survive and getting down the river, which, I mean, that proved to be harder than I thought with this rain and cold conditions. Now it's more of a navigational exercise here and just trying to pay attention to these things and not get hopelessly lost, but at least I'll generate more heat, hopefully eat more regularly, using the bathroom, etc., and more cognizant of all the little nitty-gritty details I gotta pay attention to here. This really reminds me a lot of Montana, going up Gallatin Creek and through the valleys and stuff around Bozeman. When I was in college, my one professor, Dr. Shooty Edinburgh, said this whole area reminds him of like Montana. It kind of just the shapes of the mountains do. But like really getting back in here, it's like, yeah, it really does in more ways than one. Just these beautiful creeks. Still climbing this first mountain. It's 10:34. I think I must have come up about 500 feet now. It's a big one. It'd be interesting to eventually see whether this or the Laurel Highlands 70.5 mile ultra proves to be more of a challenge. So, as of right now, I have not completed either of them. So we'll see. the Long Branch Trail, and it says to the Black Forest Trail, so these orange blazes must be it. If it's right, then I stay on these orange blazes. Just road, so there must be a road in 3/10 of a mile if it's right, and then later I'll be at Bowhead Run. Taking video back there a little bit, but I was actually taking pictures, so I don't know what recorded and what didn't record. I crossed the road at 2.2 miles. There you can see West Rim Route 414, 2.3 miles, so that's where we started, I guess. Now I'm crossing another road. I guess this is the road. So keep following the orange trail to the Bowhead Trail. I passed an old shed. It said Dynamite, which was kind of strange. In the middle of the woods. Chipmunks squeaking. I'm a little bit confused here, but I think I figured it out. The race director here marks as Troy the things that you're actually supposed to do in bold, and then he writes these things on here. I thought you were supposed to take all these trails, but that's impossible unless you're doing like the Eastern States 100. So the next time I actually have to do anything is at 12.7 miles. So I guess I am following this trail, which I think is still the West Rim Trail. Hopefully this is right. Either way, I know I'll get to where I started if I go this way. That way made no sense. 95 feet elevation now. If that's correct, this is now getting into some of the same elevations that you get on the Laurel Highlands Trail. It's pretty crazy high. Slope. There's no leaps on the north facing slope. It's really weird how much of a variation there is here. The north facing slopes are easily about 3 weeks behind Pittsburgh and that kind of southwest part of the state. These south facing slopes, on the other hand, maybe they're a week or 10 days behind. 2:03. I think I might be somewhere around 12 miles if I'm lucky. I'm not going very fast today. About 6 minutes later, still running 4 hours and 10 minutes into the trail running segment of this Canyon Man Ultra 100-mile triathlon adventure race, whatever you want to call it. And as expected, my cheap sandals from Target, which I ordinarily wouldn't wear for something like this, but I tend to end up at these things sleep deprived and forget what I'm doing, so they broke. At least one of them did. Probably get a few blisters, but nothing I can't handle. After all, I thought it was crazy. So many years ago when I climbed one of these peaks, we were camped on one of those islands with Outside Adventures, probably back in the 90s, early 2000s, and Mark Mistrick, yeah, he's not around anymore, God rest his soul, but he said, come on, who wants to climb this to the top? I was the only taker. And then when I got to the bottom, we rolled in some stinging nettle and instantly got a very painful rash. So lesson learned, but yeah, apparently I forgot. It's not always the best thing to wear sandals up in these mountains. So one of my favorite things to do when I'm at the top of a big mountain like this, besides taking a ski off the side, is the Ricola. Sometimes if you yell it loud enough it'll echo, but I don't want to make anyone think there's something wrong. What I got in my pack, I got, just in case, S-caps, Ciccone, haven't had to use one yet, some toilet paper, for tissues, or any situation that might come up. Haven't had that happen yet, thankfully. Got my 5 laminated cards that everyone needs to have, or should have. They don't want to get hopelessly lost and hike for 3 days on the Mid-Stay Trail. Car keys, stormproof matches, hypothermia wrap, compass, wallet. I don't really know what I'll buy up here, but you never know. So, we'll go and take a look on the inside now. Got 1 Gatorade. A whole bunch of food. I've eaten maybe a third of it. I probably got too much. Tons of honey stingers. Lots of these cheap, Simply Balanced fruit chewy things from Target. They're kind of like fruit leather, but better. I got blocks. Got those at the bike store. Laura bars. I got Kind bars. Probably packed, maybe 4,000 calories or something in there. It's crazy. Probably burn that much, but I could never eat that much. I've already finished my 2 waters, so I'm kind of relying on Gatorade right now, and I think that's really, you know, where I need water. I got my water filtration system, but I don't really want to use that. My phone, some pills, GoPro batteries, battery to charge the GoPro batteries. Oh, I guess I do have 2 more waters. Whoopee. I think I'll have some right now. This is good. Coast Rim Road, 12.7 miles. That took me 5 hours. Good Lord, at that rate I'll never finish. Let's see here. You can just smell the fresh scent of pine in the air. It's so refreshing. Turned into a very nice day, partly cloudy. It feels like it's about 60 or 65 all day. Oh, how spectacular. Oh my goodness. Now I hear peepers. It's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Those things were going when we started this morning at 6 o'clock on the kayak court. Peepers are just tiny little frogs, but they sure are hard to catch. I think I've only caught one maybe in my whole life. They make a bunch of noise, and then when you get close, they shut up. And then you step away, and they make a bunch of noise. I think one of them might actually make a sound. It sounds like more than one. Tricky. They're very clever. Sometimes, though, I think up in northern Pennsylvania, probably this time of the year at night, you'll see them jumping across the road like crazy. It's either the peepers or these toads that just mate, and you find big clumps of them sometimes when you reach in the water and just pull them out. So it says here we go 0.5 miles right, follow orange blazes onto single track at 13.2 miles. Okay, Western Trail follows the road for a while. This sort of reminds me of the Butler North Country Trail hike for last month. On the camp of Buff Brad. 13.2 miles in to the trout run, plus the kayaking, that's 32 miles. I got 67 point something miles to go, about under 17, maybe 17 plus on the trail, hiking. So it's about what I'm good for with these sandals, and then I get on the bike with proper shoes, of course, that would be nice. And do 50 miles, probably in the dark. Yeah, I've done it before. I'd rather be on the bike in the dark, that's for sure. I don't want to get lost in the woods like I did on the trails in Ohio a few weeks ago. That was almost a month ago now, I guess. Spent a lot more time out there than I planned for. going down the skinny section. I'm glad I didn't. Because I don't go anywhere. It's all the way up there. Holy heck, all those rapids, we went through all of them. There's a waterfall down there. So many freshly fallen trees in my life. I wonder if they fell in that rainstorm. This one is really strange. It's got some kind of big roof ball. It started to fall and then it made its roots bigger. There's the rail trail. Remember that? The creek's a lot narrower up here. I guess it got wider as we went down. We must have paddled this section too early this morning. Wow. It's about 5:37. I've been doing this for 11 hours and 37 minutes. About 7 hours and 37 minutes just on the hike. FYI, if you guys are at any aid stations, working any aid stations, one thing I thank you, this race doesn't have any, but consider getting these Simply Balanced